Hi, I'm Annette Orrico, and I wanted to welcome you to biology. I'm very excited to be working with your children this year. I love biology, but most of all, I love working with teenagers and fostering their growth and becoming lifelong learners of biology. Wanted to tell you a little bit about myself. I have a bachelor's in biology and education from Illinois State University. I also have a master's in science from University of Wisconsin River Falls. I did go through a PhD program through the Illinois Institute of Technology in biology and education, and I fell short of my dissertation, so I decided to have children and start that part of my life. I've been an educator here at LT for 20 years now, and for the last 2 years, I've also been the assistant division chair for math and science. I also am the assessment coordinator for the new teacher mentoring and induction program. I work with teachers in training them climate strategy, classroom climate strategies as part of the Peaceable Schools Initiative teacher training program. And I'm also a club sponsor for the Peaceable Schools Initiative student leadership club. Being in biology, we are going to be answering some essential questions throughout the course of the year. We'll be exploring scientific phenomenon through solving problems using the science practices. We'll use real-world phenomena to increase student understanding through applications of those biological concepts. Students will be assessed throughout, and really, though, I'll be cultivating them to be self-directed and competent learners. Some of the essential questions that we're going to be addressing this year includes how do species survive in their environment? We're going to be exploring that through the Africa storyline. How is balance maintained so that organisms can survive in their environment? That will be occurring in the homeostasis storyline. How do genes determine traits? And how do cells help maintain homeostasis? So those are the four overarching questions that we're going to be using to explore scientific concepts. So within this class, we will be collaborating on a daily basis. Students will be given problem sets, data. They're going to be figuring out what that data means in the realm of a biology situation. Students will be productively struggling, which is part of the growth. I do offer high support with our high standards, and I'll be consistently giving them feedback as they try and figure things out. So they'll essentially be acting as scientists, looking through data and formulating their understanding. They're going to be doing that through compiling evidence and observing patterns and communicating ideas and findings. So we'll be having a lot of class discussions, group discussions, sharing data to that are a part of the problem. Just some general information. We are operating out of Canvas, like all of the classes here at LT. So if you were ever interested in taking a look at some of the curriculum, you can go to the biology Canvas page. There is a daily agenda which indicates the objective we'll be addressing, along with the links to various handouts or jam boards or activities that we'll be doing. Well, I also have the homework section as part of this front page as well, so students know what they'll be doing outside the class to either extend what we've learned or prepare for the next class. This is where you'll also find the syllabus and the curriculum map. I also include additional resources in the module section. Students will be submitting work through Canvas as well. Assignments will be posted. Students will be typing in on their Google Docs, and they'll be submitting through Canvas. That's where they'll also be getting a lot of feedback as well. So they should be looking for that feedback and acting on that feedback. In terms of the way that I'll be assessing my students this year, all assignments will be categorized into formative or summative. Students are able to practice through the formative process without the penalty of receiving a poor grade. So it's this opportunity to learn for the sake of learning and not be penalized for that. So we're working towards a higher level of understanding. So that's where we'll be focusing our efforts on. And there will be an option to reassess after the summative. So formatives are generally 0% of the grade. So once again, an opportunity to practice. And then students will show their level of understanding on summative experiences. In terms of our retake policy, once again, students will have the opportunity to retake summative assessments. They will choose to retake a particular objective from the original test. So the objectives are tied to aspects on the summative, to the questions on the summative. The questions will be different, but they will be assessing the same objective. These retakes are optional, and there are minimum requirements that must be met in order for a student to be allowed to retake, which includes completing all formatives and acting on feedback, revising work. The retake score will replace the original score. So how to be successful in biology? Well, in order to be successful, students should come to class on time every day with their camera on. It's important for us to be able to see each other. We rely on facial expressions, that nonverbal feedback is really important. It also helps for us to build a community in this virtual environment. So that is highly suggested for students to come to class on time with their camera on. Think positively, ask for help. There are many ways that students can ask for help, whether it's verbally in class. I've got the chat going, so students can ask questions through chat. Students can also come and see me during Vita Plena hours or make appointments with me. So there are a variety of ways in which students can get help or ask questions. So participation is going to be key in order to be successful in this environment. Once again, help is available, and students can just email me and request a one-on-one Zoom meeting, or sometimes they can stay after class, or I often answer questions through email as well. So office hours are Vita Plena hours. If you have any questions in regards to the class, please feel free to email me at Orrico at lths.net. I look forward to a great year.